Today there was a horrific school shooting in Minneapolis. I mean, I know for myself, being a parent, sending my son to Catholic school, it's something that we don't even want to discuss or even reflect on. What are some of the tips that you can tell parents or even myself as we begin the new school year?
Absolutely. First of all, it's such tragic news that it just hits home. My community in Nashville, Tennessee was affected by a school shooting at the Covenant School in March of 2023. And so whenever I hear of a school shooting, it just evokes a lot of hard stories that come back up. And so I feel for families everywhere, and my prayers have gone out to those families. I have 5 tips that I think will be helpful for us to navigate during this tragic news as it's still developing. So number one is to be mindful and be mindful of the news that's coming in on all your devices, whether that's social media, screens, TV, while you're in the car. If you're talking to a friend and your children are in the other room, be mindful so little ears or big ears do not hear inappropriate details. And number two would be survival mode is natural. Our brains are naturally going to go into survival mode when we sense fear. So, and name those feelings, even if they are overwhelming. And number three would be model ways to manage big feelings. So, you as a parent or a caregiver want to be modeling ways to help yourself when you have those big feelings, such as using your 5 senses, deep breathing, and using balance and movement. And then number four, have a trusted news scroller that will be your friend that will give you the highlights that you just need to know. So it gives your mind breaks and you can tag team with each other to give yourself breaks from all the news that's coming in. And number five is to remember that grief comes in waves. It's not linear. It comes in waves and it feels like somersaults and it's going to hit you here and hit you there. And it is normal to feel that way. So
Wow.
I hope those 5 tips are helpful.
No, they are. I mean, like we said, I mean, it's tragedy. And I recall too, as we said earlier, this would it be 20 years ago? There must be the Columbine shooting, and I hosted a round table and met the parents and some of the victims, and it's something I think about and reflect on even to this day. And
Absolutely. I
probably,
was in Denver. I was
oh,
in, yeah, I remember it. It was too real. Yeah.
and we see that it happens a lot more often than it should. And our
Yes.
prayers go out to the families, the victims, and everyone that was involved, the first responders. But Tricia, those tips will be extremely helpful as, our kids, our parents, we start the new year, especially my son now starts on Tuesday. And there's a lot of anxiety that goes along with that. And these 5 tips will definitely help us. So Tricia, thank you so much for your time today.
You're welcome. Thank you.